Hello, this is Michael G. Nastos reporting for WDEE-TV headline news coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We have our top 5 stories for today, and we want to dedicate this newscast today to our friend Al DeRocher, who passed away last week. Our top story comes from CNN.com and writers Sarah Ganim and Devin Sayers. For 18 years, thousands of students at the prestigious University of North Carolina took fake paper classes, and advisors funneled athletes into the program to keep them eligible, according to a scathing independent report released Wednesday. Quote, "These counselors saw the paper classes and the artificially high grades they yielded as key to helping some student athletes remain eligible," said Kenneth Weinstein. He wrote this in his report, conducted an 8-month investigation into the scandal that has plagued the university for nearly 5 years. 4 employees have been fired and 5 more disciplined because of their roles. One other former employee had honorary status removed, Chancellor Carol Folt said Wednesday. Weinstein is the former federal prosecutor hired by UNC to independently investigate the academic fraud brought to light by CNN, the Raleigh News and Observer, and other media outlets. In all, the report estimates at least 3,100 students took the paper classes, but they add that the number very likely falls far short of the true number. For the first time since the scandal came to light 5 years ago, UNC admitted that the wrongdoing went further than academics and involved its athletic programs. More on this story can be found on our local news feeds link on our website at WDEE-TV.com. Coming up, story number 2, a local family is seeking online votes to get $30,000 for a school cafeteria makeover.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Welcome back to today's edition of WDEE-TV headline news, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And our second story in a rack of 5 comes from the Saline reporter and writer Amy Bell. The Sundquist family have entered the Uncle Ben's Beginner's Cooking Contest, a program to encourage children to make healthier choices by getting them interested in cooking at an early age. The contest was designed to empower parents to connect with their children one meal at a time and aims to make cooking an enjoyable activity that brings families together. Parents with children who are into kindergarten through 8th grade were asked to submit a home video that showed the family together in the kitchen, introducing a rice-based dish they prepared and discussing their experience cooking together. The contest receives hundreds of entries from families across the United States. In an effort to help the Sundquist family strengthen their score and give them an opportunity to be chosen as a finalist, they are asking the community to vote for the video they submitted titled Chicken and Rice Casserole a la Chef Ben. If selected as one of the 5 grand prize winners, the Sundquist family will receive a $15,000 cash award and $30,000 for a cafeteria makeover for Saline Middle School. Hope they use brown rice. More on this story, including instructions on how to cast your vote, can be found in our local news feeds link on our website at WDEE-TV.com. Coming up next, a local community scholarship fund benefits the Wait to Text campaign. Welcome back to WDEE-TV Headline News, and coming up, our third story for today. We're broadcasting from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and this story from the Dexter leader and writer Jim Pruitt. A fundraiser co-sponsored by Palmer Insurance and LaFontaine Chevrolet and supported by the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office has raised several $1,000s for the Dexter Community Education Scholarship Fund. The Wait to Text, or W82TXT, and Ride and Drive event took place October 10th at Creekside School in association with a Dexter home football game. For each eligible driver that test drove a Chevrolet vehicle, LaFontaine contributed $20 for the fund for a total donation of $1,400. For each eligible driver that signed a pledge not to text while driving, Palmer Insurance donated $20, again for a total donation of $2,500, which brought the event total to almost $4,000, $3,900. The scholarship fund allows children and adults with limited income to participate in enrichment and recreation courses offered by Community Education in Dexter. For the 2013-14 school year, the department awarded more than $7,000 in scholarships for local families. Quote, "I can't thank Deputy Hibbick, Palmer Insurance, and LaFontaine Chevrolet enough for supporting the community education program through this event," said Kim Covert, Director of Community Education. Also said, "This generous donation will help to ensure that all students will have access to recreation and enrichment programming." More on this story can be found, a good story, on our local news feeds link on our website at WDEE-TV.com. Coming up next, license applications have been approved for a new local brewery.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Hello once again, this is Michael G. Nastos reporting for WDEE-TV Headline News, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We give you our top headline stories of the day, top 5, and this is our 4th story, again from the Saline reporter and writer Amy Bell. A new brewery could soon find its home downtown in Saline, pending approval from the Michigan Liquor Control Commission. The Saline City Council recently approved applications from the Salt Springs Brewery, LLC, for a microbrewery, a small winemaker, and small distillery licenses. Saline residents Ed Brocious, Mark Zadvinskis, and Ron Schofield Jr. plan to open the brewery and restaurant at the Stone Arch Arts and Events Center, 117 South Ann Arbor Street, currently owned by Walt and Nancy Byers. The group plans to open the business in the summer of 2015. Zadvinsky said, "Ed and I have been passionate home brewers, having a combined 40 years plus of experience in home brewing, and we're excited to bring our passion to Saline." Salt Springs will feature beers focusing on true-to-style Belgian and German classics, as well as at least 2 IPAs, porters, seasonal beers, and more. The group plans on using a small patch of yard on the north side of the building as a German-style beer garden with a fireplace. The plan for the beer garden is up for approval from the city's Planning Commission as of yesterday. It requires a special land use permit, which also requires city council approval. In addition to this brewery, the group plans to open a full restaurant featuring a farm-to-table menu, tapas, wood-fired pizzas, sandwiches, cheese and meat plates, and fresh salads. More on this tasty story can be found on our local news feeds link on our website, WDEE-TV.com. Coming up next, story number 5, keeping students safe 1 year after the murder of EMU student Demarius Reed. Okay.
All right, we're rolling. We got 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to WDEE-TV headline news, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan, reporting our top 5 stories today. We're online as well as YouTube. And our final headline story coming from the Ypsilanti Courier and writer Ben Beard. 1 year ago, Eastern Michigan University student football player Demarius Reed was shot dead, and following a separate spree of violent crimes in the area, students came together and marched with this message: stop the violence. Now, do EMU students feel safer now than they did in October of 2013? Desmond Miller, the EMU student government president, said much has changed since last year, including the amount both city and university police officers patrol the area, as well as the hiring of additional police officers. He said, "We feel police presence. We felt it before, but we really feel it now." Not only have the officers been more visible, Miller said, they have also been having a friendly relationship with students and fitting in well with the campus community. Miller said he's heard positive comments from students about the safety improvements. He continued, "Students feel a lot more comfortable," and that's good. More on this story can be found in our local news feeds link on our website at WDEE-TV.com. Coming up next, our WDEE-TV Music and Sports Report.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Welcome back to WDEE-TV headline news, sharing Michigan with the world. We're coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, and we have a WDEE-TV.com headline music and entertainment news report. 2 of our most famous local musicians are accomplishing a great thing or two in far-flung places. Acts like the Rationals have always been more popular and well recognized in Europe than in the U.S., where the music was born. Scott Morgan, a charter and founding member of the Rationals, has had a sustained career far beyond his tenure with that famous band, especially his work since being with Sonic's Rendezvous Band. Now Morgan is on the verge of a breakthrough. Monday, the English-based Easy Action label released Revolutionary Action, a double CD collection of his 3 early period solo albums, all digitally remastered. Included are some of his best-known songs done by the Scott Morgan Band and Scott's Pirates, like Heaven and Earth, Hijackin' Love, 16 with a Bullet, Say Yeah, and his quintessential rock anthem for the Motor City, Detroit. Scott Morgan and his new band, The Sights, will surely play his old and new tunes during an upcoming gig at the Corktown Tavern on Michigan Avenue in Detroit, near the old Tiger Stadium locale, on Saturday, November the 29th. We're going to give you a link to the CD and listen to a little taste of a piece that he did recently. It's on this compilation. It's called Other End of the City. Mr. B, the premier boogie-woogie pianist known nationally who hails from Ann Arbor, has been busy more on his Joybox Express bike than his piano, but the keyboard is along for the ride. In the process of a 2,000-mile trip pedaling the bike with his piano in tow, B started his Art Train sponsored trek in Minnesota, heading along the Mississippi River, destination New Orleans. With scheduled and impromptu solo concerts along the way, Mr. B is connecting with people in an unprecedented way. Well past the halfway mark of his journey, he blew through St. Louis last week, headed for the Crescent City, arriving by mid-November. Along the way, B and his cycling team are raising money with donations going to support specific youth arts or youth athletics programs in each town they visit. Regular updates are posted so you can keep track of Mr. B's progress at joyboxexpress.com. And of course, there's the Joybox Express live album. We'll hear a taste of a piece called Down the Road, which seems appropriate.
Hey, boy, where you going when I saw you strolling down the road the other night, man? That sack over your back. You had a smile on your face. I think you had a jug in your hand, man. I don't know, man. Sure had a bit where I was going. Is that right? Well, how'd you like to go on down the road a piece?
We also want to mention two events happening this evening. The Ypsilanti High School Music Program Showcase is taking place at 2095 Packard, and the Scott Allen Art Show is at Cafe Felix in Ann Arbor, 204 South Main Street. In WDEE-TV headline sports, Keith Crane, Crane's communication chairman, received the Peterson Automotive Museum's 2014 Automotive Journalism Award. Crane has served as editor-in-chief of Automotive News, Auto Week magazine, and Crane's Detroit business newspaper since 1971. Texan Raymond Beadle, legendary multi-time champion, drag racer, NASCAR owner, businessman, and marketing innovator, died this past Monday morning at Baylor University's Medical Center in Dallas. He was 70. Earlier this year, Beadle, known for his Blue Max funny cars, was inducted into the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America in Novi. Mark Pressey from Michigan won an IHRA World Championship. Driving his quick temper racing 1971 Dodge Dart, the man from Newport won the modified ET title. The recent IHRA Race of Champions in Memphis, Tennessee also sported two runners-up from our area. Chris Cadle of Monroe, Michigan went to the top dragster finals, while Paul Brown of Cass City, Michigan in his Super Rod 1922 Roadster also made it to the last pair of racers in his class. Both were defeated, but we're proud of their efforts. And that's WDEE-TV.com headline news for Thursday, October 23rd, 2014. I'm Michael G. Nastos reporting. So long, everybody. See you tomorrow, and we dedicate today's cast to the memory of the late Al DeRocher. Thank you, Al, for all you gave us.